The summer of synergy continues with the Garden State Invitational Tournament, live on Fight TV Saturday, July the 25th. M-Dog Matt Cross, Gary J, Myron Reed, Jordan Oliver, Tony Deppen, Gregory Iron, KTB, and Simon Gotch compete for GSI supremacy. Plus, Frightmare defends the Synergy Pro Wrestling Championship against Deshaun Pratt, and Ellis Taylor, Casey Catal, and TJ Crawford collide to find out who will wear the Cruiserweight crown. All on Fight TV, streaming live around the world. Saturday, July the 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. All this for just $9.99. Who will win the second annual GSI? Tune in live and find out. For more information, log on to synergywrestling.com.
Heels, pops, and chair shots. Get it right. And you're hanging with the bad guys. Heels, pops, and chair shots. Get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. We thank you again for joining us this week. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for showing love each and every week. Gentlemen, welcome to the room where it happens. How the fuck
what happened to your background? Your background.
Yo, you're going to have to see some shit because it's a new system we're going over here, new layout, and it got a little darker. I don't know.
Oh, I see. You've been watching the movie from Pixel and shit. Adam Sandler's Pixel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got the 720 version.
Hey, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe, like and subscribe on YouTube. Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on Instagram. HPC2 Sweet. IG, Twitter, everywhere. Check the closet. Check your mom's closet. Check your sister's closet. Check everybody's closet because there's bugs and you need exterminators.
Check your mama's fucking ropes. Check your mama's panty drawer, just like I do every single night.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It's healthy to get some cardio in, right? I guess.
Get cardio in.
Let's do that. Be sure to wear a mask out there, guys, because apparently it's the law in some places. Kevin Owens would recommend it. Surely this week he revealed that he confronted Vince McMahon and said, yo, what's up with these masks? Why are we not wearing masks?
I mean, why the fuck not, yo? Why is this such a problem? Like, why is this such a weird and abstract concept to wear a mask? It shouldn't be this hard. Like, why is it this hard?
Because freedom and America.
I don't know if people were refusing. It's just they weren't. The thing is they weren't. Because apparently when he went to that office and he confronted him on this one occasion, I mean, apparently now it's a rule. They've enforced it. So I
think it's a situation where nobody said anything, but they knew they would be scorned if they wore the mask. Therefore, it was assumed it's not allowed. And then when Kevin spoke up, obviously it rubs the upper heads wrong, but they gotta abide by it because it's what has to happen right now. It is not that simple. Yo, it's simple. Wear your mask. What the fuck? What is it?
Plain and simple.
Just wear your mask. Wear a panty if you want. Yo, wear something to protect your face. Like it's not that serious. It's not about you.
Wear a mask. Wash your hands
in your life, your ass. And wear a mask for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that serious.
I mean,
it's not definitely that serious.
Credit for him standing up like that, man. Because he could have just easily just taken that shit.
I mean,
that shit.
I think Kevin Owens had a family member pass away recently as well, so it hits him on I think it was his wife's grandfather. So this is something that's impacted everyone in a very different way, and the reality is, I said it. You're gonna have leaders in certain locker rooms, and Kevin Owens is one of those leaders. He always has been outspoken, but in the right moments. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about a few weeks ago, a month or so ago, when old boy from I forgot their names now, the faction that Kevin Owens shouted out on Twitter. He's like, really? This is how you feeling? That he was supporting America and all the situation?
Right. The Forgotten Sons.
That's Forgotten Sons. Yeah, see, we forgot because Kevin Owens. So
no,
I appreciate it. You know what? Everyone that's working in that facility right now is safer because Kevin Owens says something. And that's what has to happen.
More leadership needs to be
I'm just like,
especially as we go into extreme rules. Come on, guys.
The goalposts are weird, right? Like in the same place where we're letting prisoners out of jail because of COVID, like we also are going back to school in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? In a lot of places. So
yep.
It's weird to know, like, when is wrestling, like, when are people going to be going back to, like, a WWE or an AEW show? Like, when's that happening?
I think immediately. No.
Tomorrow?
Well, we should note, though, during Fight for the Fallen, there were fans in the stands.
There were.
Like, in the upper, the first deck, very spread out.
Right.
But there were fans in the stands.
You know where else there were fans, JP?
Ooh.
This Saturday. 7-11, you could say. It was the benefit from Synergy Wrestling, where they brought everybody together for a nice little wrestling show, raised funds for the Nurses Foundation. It was all good vibes. Warhorse was out there. Shout out to Warhorse, and more on that in a few.
Brandon Kirk was out there doing big things, becoming #1 contender. You already know.
Okay.
Listen, but Synergy, they had people in the stands. They were safe, socially distanced, mask-wearing individuals.
Yo, great job. Great job with the social distancing, man.
Absolutely,
it was dope.
Right?
Everybody was nice and separated. It was cool. Good
so
vibe.
Do you think we can see that at the E? Like, is that a thing that can even happen?
I think it will. I just think realistically right now, we're not going to see fans in the stands until January. Because you have right now the NBA, MLB, and NFL about to start. And every day they're getting a surplus of numbers of players testing positive.
Right.
And I mean, I don't have to be Nostradamus to understand that the numbers speak for themselves. If it continues before they start, and you have teams that instead of 15 players in the back, now they got 6, you can't play. So I don't care what G League team, like at that point is ridiculous, right? At that point, why even try to finish? They're just gonna get even more people sick.
Just give the Lakers a championship, baby. Just give them a championship.
Well, according to the CDC, those numbers are going to be changing pretty soon. But that's not what we're going to get into.
Pero that's for another podcast. That's for another podcast.
Yeah, I think there's too many fans for WWE events for them to be that socially distant. It's gonna be some work. It's gonna be a process to get that shit arranged, organized at least. I don't see them separating. So many people have this thing, man. Even Rusev apparently has this now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't see how we're still opening, yo. Like, I mean, God bless everything comes out well, and the death rate apparently is down from some reports.
Yo, but if you think about it, Lana's had it rough because her parents have battled COVID, and now they're kind of like getting over it. They're in those final stages of getting over it, and now Rusev has it. So, do you guys think that Lana's been tested? You guys think that she's good?
I'm sure they've probably.
Why are you asking that question? TCF, why are you asking that question?
I don't know, bro. There's like a little common denominator between her parents and her husband and her lover.
I thought you were trying to insinuate that, because Bobby Lashley's 44th birthday was this week, that she had to get tested.
Yo, maybe
happy birthday, Bobby Lashley.
Tested too.
Hey,
just saying.
Hey, I don't know,
bro.
They work together. This shit is dangerous. It's from close contact. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Exactly.
I don't know. She could have sneezed.
She could have sneezed, tripped, fell, and landed on his dick.
Let's move this motherfucker right along before we
move this along. Tegan Knox.
All the things she said, running through my head.
Running through my head.
Out, apparently. Old School, talk to me a little bit.
Dope.
So Tegan was known to have a partner amongst her family and her friends. Well, actually, just amongst her family. She spoke with Sonia Deville, who is kind of like the resident LGBT ambassador for the E, and she got some advice, and she decided to come out to her fans and to the rest of the world. And you know what? Good for her for living her truth. And you know what? More people should be able to do that.
Yeah, definitely. That was just a really shitty transition, but good for her. Good for her. She's coming out.
What I'm excited about is seeing wrestlers that come out and are able to be in their truth. I mean, it's only going to enhance their performance because they're going to be comfortable. They're not going to be hiding. They're going to be able to be their true selves. So the best is yet to come for Tegan Knox. I don't know if I will say that about the main event yesterday, but the best is yet to come for Tegan Knox.
I mean, the match wasn't that bad. But we'll get to it.
Well, that's why I said we'll get to
it. She's still a snack.
Oh,
next on speaking of truths, I want to know who's telling the truth here in this next story. Jericho was compared to Sebastian Bach. They said he looked like him. Yeah, gracias. And who's lying here, guys? He's Jericho or Bach? Who sings better? Who's the guy that
Bacalao?
Match.
Johann Sebastian Bach.
What's his name? I put the wrong syllable.
Okay. Bach. Yo lo conozco, de aquí, por allá. Yeah, Bach. Bach. Because ain't nobody talking about it.
Go back to whatever hole you came from.
Wow. This was I think this will work, yo. I think there's like a show coming out of this, and there's like they're gonna sing each other a fucking song, and it's gonna be
you know what I realized after watching Fight for the Fallen is that right now Chris Jericho is selling his soul to put AEW over. Like he'll do whatever it takes. Like the way he said, "I'm coming Lawrence just here." Like he repeated that shit to the end, bro. He's like, "I took that fucking spot, and I'll make sure you know about it." Fucking 3 hours later, and shit. Like he's doing whatever possible.
He was,
if it is gonna get it over, he's like, "I'm with it."
That man is gold on commentary. God bless.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Like it looks like he's just having a good time. And he throws himself into it and looks like he's just gonna enjoy himself, like whatever, and he's gonna do whatever whatever makes him laugh.
Well, that's the thing, right? He's like in the FU stage of his career where it's like it's all for him. Like he's done everything he's needed to do to prove what he is as a performer, and now it's like, what brings me happiness?
Now, what happens when this sucks? You're gonna run out of steam, like everybody does. Like everybody.
He'll have his billionaire's money and not really care.
But I think this is what now this opens the door for him. Like when he cannot go in the ring anymore, he could be a commentator. Like he's great.
I love the idea of.
That elongates his career. But have y'all noticed? Like he catches himself. You know, he knows his persona as a heel, but he catches himself giving props to the wrestlers. And then when he catches himself, he's like, "Oh, but he sucks!" Right? Like he throws another jab in there.
Like, oh, he does.
You know what I mean? Which is dope. It's dope, and I love it. It's Chris Jericho. That's why he's on the Mount Rushmore, right?
But see, like, all that shit is permissible as long as, like, you remember the baseline, right? And he always remembers the baseline. The baseline story is that I'm the bad guy. I'm, like, this entitled little prick. I've got this kind of particular angle. And as long as everything kind of jumps off that, then it's good, right? As soon as like he starts, but I mean, he's really good at like changing direction too. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I would say like when AEW first started to where we are now, although he's been the same, he's gotten so much better.
Yeah, he definitely has.
The
one problem I have is that Excalibur disappears every time Jericho's on the mic. It's just...
It's because Jericho takes over.
Yeah, I think he kind of ball hugs a little bit. But would this be the case where we would have as I'll say, like a first string champion who's an announcer? Usually when we get an announcer, they're like a third string regional heavyweight champion who like was okay in the ring, but they're better on the mic. This is like the first time we've seen like a thoroughbred. Huh?
You're very nice to Taz. You're very nice to Taz.
Hey, listen, and
he's talking about.
I'll throw Lawler. I'll throw JBL in there.
Yeah, you're talking about
Macho Man. Don't forget about Macho Man.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Don't forget about
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
That's a valid point, though, right? Like,
Mean Gene.
It's never like a top tier star at their top tier, because right now he's on top. Like he's fucking
Bobby Heenan.
But even Bobby Heenan wasn't a wrestler while he did it. But Bobby Heenan, in my opinion,
Bobby Heenan was like a journeyman when he was a wrestler.
Samoa Joe.
He's money on the mic too, man.
Well, there again with Samoa Joe, amazing talent, but he was never he never held the big belt.
And Joe gets hurt. He gets hurt in like really shitty moments.
Well, he's also older. He's older.
It's been unlucky, yeah.
Freaking commercial, man. That sucks.
I think that Samoa Joe is a great example of somebody that can really flourish in a non-wrestling role in the WWE. I don't think a lot of guys could make that transition. Like I love Kevin Owens, but if Kevin Owens did commentary every night, I don't think it'd be very good.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, same thing with Jericho. Jericho is a lot of fun, but he's a ball hog, right? Like you guys said. And so if I had to hear him every week, all the time, like they're doing it now, there's no fans. He's trying to like consume space, right? Saying a lot, like just trying to like keep people busy. But I can't see that be a reality all the time unless he tones it down. And Samoa Joe is really good at like knowing his place in like where to be effective, you know. Who else could be like a good commentary transition?
I think The Miz.
The Miz?
Miz got a lot of personality behind that.
I think that
he's the host of the show, The Cannonball.
That show. Did anybody catch that? After
I saw a little bit of it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yo, shout out to Roxy Diaz.
I think The Miz is a good example of someone that might not be able to get someone else over. I don't know. I've never heard him really try to get other people over. I think he's good at getting himself over. And he's good at talking for himself. But when you're not
necessarily, you forget the time when he mentored Daniel Bryan to become the champion that he is today. He was constantly on the commentary, big upping his rookie. Come on now. In the great times of the WWE.
Because of what he did. It wasn't like, it's not, fuck Miz, man. Like, there's no way. Dude, he's always about getting him over. And, like, while there's a thing to that, you also got to know when to eat shit. And I don't think Miz is, like, I don't know. I think that his character as it stands now, clashes with that.
So you don't think Miz could pull off a Corey Graves?
No, I don't.
Because he's very self-loathing at the same time, but he also puts people over.
I mean, in real life, he seems to be real level, and I guess the Miz obviously is his character, or whatever. But I have a hard time seeing it, or for him to do that on a consistent basis. He's just not the kind of guy that I see really putting other people over. Like even other people on the mic, like when you're gonna have a match, you kind of put over the other guy. Like there's a semblance of like an analysis of like, well, this is gonna be a challenge, right?
Yeah, Byron Saxton knows a lot about that.
What?
Shut up, Saxton.
That's part of the problem.
Facts.
You know who I miss? Mike Tenay.
Mike Tenay.
Mike
Why?
Tenay.
No, Todd Pettingale.
Jesus.
Okay. Who's that?
Wasn't he in
You
your
remember Todd
house?
Pettingale? He was in the In Your House pay-per-view last year.
That was like
Old, man.
WWE
okay.
or WWF superstar.
Dial now. WWE
In
Hot
your
Now.
house.
Today, I like just because he fed you all the info you didn't know about. Like he got over maneuvers and styles.
Did he?
He gave you the
You know what I
behind the
really
scene
like?
look.
I like when Taz like fucking starts really like breaking down moves
Yep.
and like how like these moves build up to this and about. He tells a really good story. I'd prefer him not to manage Brian Cage and to fucking be in the booth. I think he's better. AEW is trying to find itself, right? Like I get it. Like it's right now it's trying to figure shit out. And JR has to be in the booth because it's a big name and like it's a small company and whatever. Shivani does a great job, right? Marquez gets lost in the sauce. Not Marquez.
Fucking Excalibur knows he knows the name of like every wrestling move out there. So that's why they put him on commentary.
He doesn't share them. So what's the point?
But he has a hard time finding his voice, right? Because
he does.
You know,
because they don't want to step on each other's toes.
But he's commentating with two legends. You know what I mean? That's
it's
the problem.
gotta be rough, man. You jump into the booth with the
Here's-
Ross.
Listen, don't get in a jacuzzi if you're afraid of getting hard on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Pause.
What?
You want to play with the big dogs?
No, whoa, listen.
You're not playing with.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Victor Villain here, and I got some exclusive news for everybody right now. Now, I know we've been away from sports for a while now, but thankfully enough, sports are back. And you know what time it is. It's time to get some heat up in that swag and rep those teams, baby. Now, whether it's MLB, NBA, NFL, even college teams, Foco.com has what you need for your official fan gear. Yeah, that's right. Don't get bamboozled by no suspect merch somewhere on the way, all right? Go to Foco.com and not only get legit fire merch, man, don't break the bank by doing it either. All right, yes sir. Hit them with that code HPC10 at checkout and get an extra 10% off, courtesy of the bad guys. 10 count of 10 toed. I'll see y'all later.